Hello, hello, hello. This is 3D or 2D.com's The 3D Show, Micro Edition.
Yeah.
So, have you played any of the Dragon Quest games, or
No, actually.
do you play any kind of those traditional Japanese RPGs?
Yes. My favorite one is called Chrono Trigger.
Oh, Chrono Trigger is pretty amazing. So I will not.
It's the best game of all time.
That joke because it's time travel related.
Hey, no, because actually, that's a reference to, okay, there's this group of super fans of Chrono Trigger who, I kid you not, say that it is the best game of, like, forever. Like, there's no game that will ever beat Chrono Trigger. And I'm like, yeah, that's kind of accurate.
And the first time I played Chrono Trigger was on the DS.
The DS version is great. That's the one with all the cutscenes.
Okay, so when they released it originally on the Super Nintendo, then they re-released it on the PS2 with animated cutscenes, and then they re-released that with a map and everything on the DS, and the DS one is considered pretty much the best version of all.
Yes, the DS version is the best because it includes like 2 alternate endings, and that adds on to the 13 others. So there's like 15 alternate endings to the game. So I mean, like for Super Nintendo back then, alternate endings like over 5 were like just whoa. I mean, the music was great. All the characters were great. I love the whole how you didn't go to another screen when you fought the enemies. They were just there, and then you fought them, which they explained that way of fighting was an extremely complex system, like having the enemies right there instead of going off to another screen like most other RPGs do.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you want to know what's really sad about Chrono Trigger is that we will probably never see another game in that franchise.
Yeah, because I think they made a Chrono Cross.
They did make Chrono Cross, but it actually wasn't by the creators of the series. And afterwards, the creator, like the original guy who made Chrono Trigger, said that he wanted to make a sequel that was based around the original game, and so far we haven't heard from that guy, basically. It was in 2003 that he said that, so we still completely don't know if there's ever going to be another game.
Now, I do feel bad that I did buy it, and I owned it, and I loved it, and I beat it, and then I traded it back into GameStop because I was poor, and I wanted to get another game. So, but I rebought it on the Wii Virtual Console, and I think you can still buy it for, I think, $8, the original Super Nintendo one. So if you never played Chrono Trigger and you love traditional RPGs, even if you're not like a super fan of traditional RPGs, you just like that style.
I think the correct term is JRPG.
Yeah, the JRPG.
Yeah.
Then, $8, is nothing to spend on an amazing game. So if you have a Wii U or Wii, you can play it on that without a problem, and that's a really good investment of your time. But that's kind of a tangent. Because
you just asked me if I played it like Chrono Trigger, and then
but I'll allow it because I love Chrono Trigger too, and I occasionally play Japanese RPGs, but they could get kind of annoying here and there. And, Dragon Quest is still kind of guilty with the random battles, and I can't tolerate that anymore. I'm sorry. It just is unbearable to have that kind of random battle system in a modern game. I can't accept it. Back in the 80s, fine. 90s, I guess it was okay. You're still weaning off of it. But now, no. It's just unacceptable. It's unbearable to be that bad,
Yeah, I mean, to me, personally, though, I think that if Chrono Trigger was getting back to that, they didn't have, I like how they did that because at least you could see the enemies you were going to fight. like ahead of you, you know.
Mhm.
So like when you like fought the goblins or whatever, they were right in front of you, so you knew you were going to fight them. And there's also cases where you can actually sneak around them. So there's that too.
Which Nintendo basically copied when they did Super Mario RPG and Mario Luigi and Paper Mario, where you could have attacks on the enemies on screen, and that would, if you attack them early, you get extra damage, and if they attack you without you, that kind of got copied. I think Earthbound did it a little bit too, but it's still one of those things where I think Chrono Trigger was like the first major one to do it, I think. But this is not the RPG podcast, so let's kind of move on.
Okay, so that's going to conclude the podcast.
Remember to rate this podcast on iTunes and on Stitcher Radio.
Also remember to follow us at 3dor2d.com on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram.
Please comment on the website and subscribe to us on YouTube.
Finally, I hope you enjoyed the show, and thank you for listening. Bye.
Bye.